Hey everybody, welcome back. So today I'm going to be playing the second Hobbit Saga, which is a quest called Over the Misty Mountains Grim. I'm playing a pure dwarf deck with Bilbo, and we'll see how this goes. In general, this one is not that bad, but it can really get you. I mean, there are some cards you can come off that encounter deck that can just really ruin your day, especially like if they come off turn one, then they are scoop situations. I've got this set aside because, well, you'll see why. It's going to be in my hand to start the game off. So my hero selection is Dane Ironfoot, Bilbo, of course, Owen, and Biffer. So all three. Three spheres plus Bilbo. Now, here's the story. So this quest is the portion of the Hobbit where they are traveling in the Misty Mountains, they see the giants, and then they go into the caves. So 1A just says, and we have two encounter decks also. So this first encounter deck is when I'm in the mountains, and then the second encounter deck is when I'm in the caves with the Great Goblin. So I've prepared this. This is just telling me to prepare those. 1B says, after a refreshing stay in the House of Elrond, Bilbo and his companions resumed their quest for the Lonely Mountain. But to reach Erebor, they first had to climb the high pass over the Misty Mountains. So each player can search his deck for one treasure card and add it to their hand. So that's why I have this set aside. I'm going to put this in my hand. I guess actually I should draw technically. At this point, 2, 4. This is my opening hand. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I like this. So I'll keep this opening hand, and it's got Orcrist in it. So continuing on, then 1B is nothing. So it's just telling you to get ready. And then 2A, the mountain pass. When he peeped out in the lightning flashes, he saw them across the valley. The stone giants were out and were hurling rocks at one another for a game, and catching them and tossing them down into the darkness, where they smashed among the trees far below, or splintered into little bits with a bang. When revealed, search the encounter deck for one copy of the stone giant. Then shuffle the encounter deck, reveal one card per player, and add it to the staging area. So here I could lose the game right here, honestly. On what comes out. Hopefully, if a lose game comes out, I'll just, I don't know. There's one that comes out that, well, I could have built my deck differently, I guess. Basically, one of the encounter cards will make him engage me. So I would start the game with him engaged typically. So then you maybe want to put something in your deck that pushes somebody back into the staging area. And mulligan for that when you're playing this scenario. I can't remember what the name of that card is. I know the picture. It's a guy with a torch. It's a lore card. Whoops, that's not good. Maybe just like mulligan for that. I just hope I don't draw that card now. Okay, I didn't. Cave entrance. When it's in the staging area, it gets forced. So I'm going to want to travel here, because forced is place the top X cards of the discard pile on the bottom of the encounter deck. X is the number of players in the game. I guess that's not really that bad, but... Okay, so let's go ahead and start the game proper. Gain resources in my resource phase and draw a card. Dwalin. So once I have 5 dwarves, he only costs 1 to play. So we're going to start off by playing Sting on Bilbo. And we're going to play Orcrist on Dane. I usually put it on Dane. I'll say, so turn 3, I'll get to play Keely. There's nothing for me to play this turn. Keely, Lure of Moria to ready all dwarf characters. Erebor Hammersmith to get an attachment from the graveyard. Gandalf, Dwalin, and Keen-Eyed Took. Okay, so I'm gonna quest. It's very questing in this is very risky, but let's go for it. 3, 6, 7. I'm gonna quest for 7. I've got 5 in the staging area right now. Oof, Galloping Boulders. This is one of those. So I can't cancel this because I don't have any cancellation. When revealed, the first player chooses a questing character. That character takes 3 damages and is removed. So Owen will take 3 damage and be removed because the others would die. So I quested for 4 total. Oh no, I'm sorry, 5 total. Sting gives him +1. So I don't win, and I'll travel here. So that wasn't that good. That was pretty nasty. Oh, Galloping Boulders has Surge. I'm not done. Galloping Boulders has Surge because there's a giant. So 3. So actually, my threat will go up by 1. It started at 26. I didn't change this. So my threat goes up to 27. I'll still travel here, and then this will engage me. My only recourse is to have Dane defend. I won't be able to. Dane will defend. Let's deal him a shadow card. Dane should be fine. If this attack deals at least 1 damage, shuffle it back into the encounter deck. 1, it doesn't do any damage because his defense is 3. Okay, so let's move on. That was a very bad turn 1. Could have been worse. Could have had him come down. So 28, and I draw Dory. See, Dory would have saved Owen. I'm not sure Dory's really a good card, but whatever. Okay, so I can't really blow out this turn yet. I could play Keen-Eyed Took. Which I think I'm going to do. And then when I get my 3 spirit, let's go ahead and play Keen-Eyed Took. So I reveal the top card of my library. Expert Treasure Hunter. I don't know if I'm going to mill that or not. I'll have to decide yet. Okay, so... Well, one thing about Keen-Eyed Took is when I quest with him, he can take the hit from Galloping Boulders if I get Galloping Boulders. And I would like to kill this stupid crow. Alright, 1... Now when Sting... If I use Sting to defend, then he would kill that, most likely. 3, 6, 7. Quest for 7. Yeah. Let's do it. Oh, man. 8. So my threat goes up by 1. This is a rough playthrough. This is a rough playthrough. Okay, so I will have Bilbo defend against the crow. I have to deal shadow cards, and he's going to exhaust the defend, so I reveal. What Sting does is you reveal the top card, and whatever the threat is, which is nothing. Okay. Whatever the threat of that card, that's how much he just auto does damage. But I drew a treachery, so it would have killed it. So the crow does what? Nothing to Bilbo. And then I can exhaust Dane in the attack phase. He's going to do 4 attack. which is plenty enough. Okay, so now's the moment. Do I want to put Keen I Took back in my hand to get rid of Expert Treasure Hunter? To maybe draw something better? Yeah, I will. Okay, so let's go to the next turn. 30. I don't know how this one's going to go. Now, the sad thing is, I just played this, and I made a fairly big mistake. And so I just thought I would play again. And the game I just played right before this one was, I blew through it. And this one is looking, honestly, it's looking like I'm going to lose. I might be speaking too soon, but we'll see. Let me draw for turn. Expert Treasure Hunter. Okay. Well, I know I need to play Keeley. So he's going to go find Feely. I was just really hoping I would draw a very good tail, but I just drew another Expert Treasure Hunter. Where are you, Feely? This is tough now with 8 up there. It's going to be a grind. Since there's 8, it's going to be harder to quest through because I really need to get through this as quickly as possible. Because I want to avoid some of the other, more copies of Galloping Boulders and other such things that can, say, make them engage me. So, but since there's 8 threat, that's going to be more difficult. I haven't drawn Cram or a Record Keeper. Anything like that. All right. I might as well play Expert Treasure Hunter. I can't play Ket again right now. I could play Dory. Or I could play the Hammersmith. I'll play the Hammersmith, get the Expert Treasure Hunter, and put it on Owen, I guess. Let's move to the quest phase. 3/6. Um, 8/10. A quest for 10. Feels like it's not enough. I could do 12 if I use Bilbo. Yeah, let's see what I get. Discard all pipe resources. It's not great. It's not terrible. So I'm 4 over. So I clear this cave entrance and I get 1 progress on the current stage. Okay, so these both quested successfully. So I really want to draw a copy of A Very Good Tale. So I'm going to name Event off of Owen. No, so and I'll name Event again. No, so I could have drawn 2 allies and I didn't. That's okay. Okay, let's move on. My threat goes up to 31. And I draw for turn Sigil Minor. Do I want to play... I could play Gandalf, but why? To draw 3 cards is why. That just takes up a lot of my resources, though. Well, I can play Dwalin for only 1, actually. Because I've got 5 dwarves now. When I have at least 5 dwarves, he only costs 1, so I'll do that. And so the question is, do I use everything else just to play Gandalf, or do I play Keen-Eyed Took? Keen-Eyed Took could have the benefit I would know. Yeah, I think I will play Keen-Eyed Took, because then at least one of these will be a hit. Because it reveals the top card of my deck. It's glowing. So I can draw him guaranteed next turn. I won't be able to play him, though, unfortunately. Alright. Let's go questing. Need a big turn. 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'm going to quest for 16. I'm going to go wild. Quest for 16. 9. 9 minus 16 is 7. Not bad. So I've got 8. I'm halfway. And this is... Yeah, I definitely want to travel here. That's another copy of that one that's going to start bringing stuff back. I don't want that to happen. Traveled successfully. So off of Owen, I'm going to name Ally and draw... I'm going to get to put Glowin in my hand because you discard it. Expert Treasure Hunter, I'm going to say event again. Got it. So Test of Will. That's useful. That's very useful. That was awesome. Ooh, okay. I think I might be coming out. I don't have any healing in this deck, so Owen is in a fragile state. But as long as I quest with a lot of people, he's safe. I can just give the damage to somebody else. And well, I could do that just to discard whatever's on the top of my deck, but I don't know that I want to do that. Okay. 32. Next turn. Draw for turn. Lure of Moria. I didn't really need that. I want a very good tail, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Okay. My only play... Well, I could play Gandalf. Maybe I... No, I'm not going to play Gandalf. I'm going to wait. I can't play anything else. I can play Dory. For 3. I need to save his resources. And the reason why I need to save his resources is because when we move to the next step, you start drawing a bunch of cards, but you can draw 1 less per resource you spend. So I don't want to use those on Gandalf just yet. Okay, so let's go questing. I need 8. And there's 8 there, so if there's 8, 11 to get through, and then put 8 there, so 19. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 plus 6, 18, 20. I could quest for 20 if I just used everyone. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. That's a bad decision. So let's just, make some progress here. 2, 4, 6, 8. Plus 6. I'll quest for 14. So I'm 4 over. 1 will go, or 4 over, so 3 will go on Cave Entrance. And 1 will go on the Mountain Pass. So I'm 9. here, man, I'm going to leave that there because I don't want to sacrifice resources. So this is lone lands. After placing progress tokens on lone lands, I remove a resource from one of my heroes' resource pools. And then when I clear it, Bilbo gets a resource. It's better to leave it here because it's only 2 threat versus clearing 3. So it's a little bit less that I have to blow through to finish everything. I did this twice, so let's again name event with Owen's Treasure Hunter trigger. No, I could use that. I'll name event again. No, well, that doesn't matter because he's unique and I have him in my hand, but I could have used the Keen-Eyed Tuck. So let's go down. So I'm at 33 threat. I really need to hurry up because I can't have those giants on me, but not really sure what the outcome of this playthrough is going to be. Draw for turn. Keely. It's not relevant. Now I can't play Glow and Still. Because I need 3, and I get 2 back, but I can't play Sigil Miner because I need to keep one open for Test of Will. There's no cards that I can play. So I'm basically just doing that, what I just did, again. For my quest phase. 2, 4, 6, 8, 14. There's 10, 14. Let's add Bilbo for 16. Oh, this is it. This is it. I have to cancel this. When revealed, the first player chooses 1 stone giant. At the end of the quest phase, the stone giant engages the player with the highest threat. I really don't want to have to spend time. Actually, maybe I will let this through because I can chump block with Keen-Eyed Tuck, whatever. Well, once he engages, I have to discard an ally. So I would lose 2 allies. And then I don't need to, but that's 4 less in the staging area. So that way it'll be easier to quest through next turn, which means once I quest through, he goes away. So I think actually I'll go for it. I'll discard the Keen-Eyed Tuck. Yeah, discard the Keen-Eyed Tuck. And Dory will defend the attack that's coming. Well, let me. I'm jumping the gun here. I need to actually resolve the quest phase. What did I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 4, 8. So I get 6. So I'm at 15. Yeah, so next turn I should be able to quest through and I'll be safe. So he's coming through, which you'll see in a second. There's his shadow card. Dory will defend this attack. The defending player raises his threat by 2. Okay, so my threat goes to 35. Then Dory is killed by the stone giant. My quest is successfully. Let's go event. Got an event, but doesn't matter anymore. Event again. Now I got a Gandalf. Hail of Stones is in the deck. Exhaust X characters to deal X damage to an enemy in the staging area. I put that in there to kill a stone giant in the staging area. That's why that's there, but I'm not going to need it now. So we're going to go to the end of the turn. Raise my threat again for end of turn. 36. And resource phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw for turn. Glamdring can go. All right. Do I want to put this on Dane? Well, first things first, let's play Glowing. Spend 3, and I'm going to put 2 back. So on the same guy. I'll play Sigil Minor. Still leaves me 1 for cancellation. And Glamdring I will put... I think I will just put it on Dane. 1, 2... Of course, he's going to be 3 with Dane ready, so that would be 5 attack, which is nuts. Two, 4, 6 attack if I put on him, or up to 7. I think I'll just, I'll put it on him. So he's going to dual wield. Dane is just going crazy over here. Okay, there's nothing else for me to play, so I should be okay. Just questing. There's 7, and I only need 1 more. Or 6, 1 more, so 7. If it's a treachery, 7 gets me through, so I don't need to quest that hard, honestly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12. I'll do 12. Okay, let's see what I get. 12 minus 6. I'm at 6 progress right now. Ooh. 12 minus 10 is 2, but I'm still good. I'm still good. So I make it. I just barely make it. Wow, that is tense, man. Now I'm like, they're coming after me. This one's coming to fight me. And another one just showed up, and right at this moment, I blow through it. And so we're going to go to 3A. Out jump the goblins, big goblins, great ugly looking goblins, lots of goblins. Before you could say rocks and blocks. So actually I didn't escape. The goblins came out and jumped and got me. So I shuffle all encounter cards back into the encounter deck and set aside inactive. The second encounter deck becomes the active encounter deck. Search for the Great Goblin and add it to the staging area. Then shuffle the encounter deck. So, just in time. Just in time. I was feeling really scared there. So the Great Goblin goes in the staging area. And I shuffle. So as you see, he has a 15 engagement cost, so I'm about to fight the Great Goblin, actually. He's going to come attack me. There. And then the other side says, I can't defeat the stage until the Great Goblin is in the victory display. When revealed, I reveal 3 encounter cards per player. Bilbo may spend X resources to reduce the total number revealed by X to a minimum of 1. So I'm going to spend 2 of his resources to reduce that number from 3 to 1. So I reveal another card, and it is this guy. So I'm going to have to fight 2 goblins. Goblin Bent Swords. If the Great Goblin is in the victory display, this card gains Surge. So he's not. So engagement. Both of these guys will come down. Alright. So I might defend him with Bilbo because of Sting. I flip a card. Whatever its threat is the damage. So if I get a 3 threat, I feel it would feel better if he had 2 hit points, because I don't know. And then I will just chump block with the Hammersmith on the Great Goblin. So let's deal their shadow cards first, and I will defend. Yeah, I'll go ahead and defend Bilbo. I'll resolve this one first. So Sting, after he exhausts to defend, discard the top card of the encounter deck, deal damage to the attacking enemy equal to the discarded card's threat. 2. So I do 2 damage. Let's look at his shadow card. Defending player raises threat by X. X is the number of goblin enemies engaged with him, which is 2. So my threat is now 38. 3 attack to his 2 defense. So Bilbo does take 1 wound, unfortunately. And the Hammersmith is going to die. The shadow is pretty nasty. Defending player deals damage among characters he controls equal to the number of goblin enemies engaged with him, which is 2 enemies. So I have to distribute, and he dies. So I have to distribute 2 damage among just characters. I guess I'll put 1 on Dane and 1 on Dwalin. And so those are the attacks. So my crackbacks. So let's see. 2, 4, 6. 7, 8, because he's got +1 attack because I have 5 more dwarves. 6, 7, 8. And he can attack, so that would... No, he'll attack... well, let's see here. Let me kill... I should have split the swords up. Because I want to kill something. So Dane will attack the goblin bent swords and kill it. So he's going to gain a resource and a card. Draw a card. Another Gandalf. I don't need Gandalf. I need sneak attack. And the Great Goblin, he's got 2 attack, and then Dwalin will add in, so that's 3 attack versus 2 defense, 1 wound. Not the greatest. I like it better when I can kill him on the first turn. And that'll be the end of it. Oh, I quested successfully. I skipped that. I missed it, which is unfortunate. I think it's too late to go back. I've like drawn cards and stuff. Okay. My threat's at 39 now. Draw for turn. Record keeper. That's useful. All right. I've got Lure of Moria in my pocket now. I'm going to play a record keeper for sure. And I'm going to... I might go ahead and play Gandalf. What would Gandalf do for me? Draw cards. I might just quest with him. Can I quest? Can I get... How much can I quest for? Well, I have to defeat him regardless. So I could play Gandalf to put damage on him. And then Dane could kill him. So I could quest for 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22. And then if I play Gandalf, 26. I could quest for up to 26. And then, because if I put 4 damage on him, he's at 5. And he's hitting for 2, 4, 6. Minus 2 is 4. That would be enough to... Yeah, I think I'll try it. I'm going to try it. YOLO, okay? 3, 4, 5. Playing Gandalf. Assigning 4 damage to the Great Goblin. And I'm going to go quest. I'm going to commit everybody. So I've got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. Plus 3 more is 25. I'm committing 25 to the quest. And I only need 20. So let's see what I get. 3. 25 minus 3 is 22. So more than enough for this. And I forgot to hold back a defender. But it doesn't matter. I can just let one of these guys take So let's deal him a shadow card. Defending player exhausts one character he controls. Oh, man. I can't cancel that. So Dane is exhausted. Undefended attack. That's nasty. Who do I... I'm going to... Man. I think it's going to be Biffer. I'm going to assign all the damage to Biffer. Biffer dies. Oh, that did not... Oh. Okay. Then Gandalf goes in my discard pile. So it's not over. I mean... that was... Wait. No, it's not over. It's not over. It's not over. No, it is not over. What am I thinking? Well, I was going to let somebody die anyway because everyone was tapped out. So exhaust one character I control. So I exhaust Dane. Oh well. Now Biffer dies. Biffer still dies. He still takes the hit. But then I spend 3, play Lure of Moria. Ready everybody. Boom. And in fact, I'm not sure where my action window is. Actually, maybe I could do that and let one of the allies get killed so Biffer doesn't die. But I just play Lure of Moria, ready all dwarf characters, and that's a more than enough attack to kill the Great Goblin, and I win. Okay. Ooh, that was a fun playthrough. That was a lot of tension there. With the giants coming at me, and then that little moment there. That was something else. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that I was played slowly enough and explained everything enough as if it was happening. I think probably was a play mistake to put both swords on Dane instead of spreading them and putting one on Owen. And I didn't get I never got to tell a good story. A very good tale. Yeah, there we go. A very good tale and sneak attack. Those both would have been useful. But I still pulled it out at the end. That was a fun playthrough. The one I did before that I did make a mistake on, I just flew through it. It was actually a little bit boring, I felt like. But that's that, you know. Next up will be the one with the riddles in it out of this pack. And I've got some other stuff planned as well. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.